Now that we're in our good working position, the idea is that we want to change over to our descent tools. In this case, I'm using a Petzl I'D or an industrial descender. It's a manual descent control device that we're going to establish underneath of our ascent tools. The first thing I'm going to do is ensure that my fall factor is minimal. I'm going to slide up on my backup system before I start my changeover. After I've done that, I'm simply going to open my descender and load the underside rope of my main line into my manual descender. If you've noticed, there's still a bit of slack here on the tail end. I'm going to do my very best to take up as much of that slack as humanly possible. Now that I've established and secured my descender onto my line, I'm going to slightly stand into my foot tape and ascent tools, remove my chest descender, and sit down into my descent control device. Pull slack on your descender to maintain height. Now, at this point, depending on what I'm doing, I can remove my ascent tools. So my foot tape and my hand descender. I want to keep everything nice and clean. Clean up the excess slack in my lines. And secure it back to my harness. So at this time, I'm going to descend back down to the ground. I once again want to make sure my fall factor is minimal, so leave my self-trailing ASAP lock up as high as possible to maintain our fall factor. As I'm ready to descend with the Petzl I'D, I want to ensure that the tail end of rope is held over the guard of our manual descender. I'm going to find the happy medium spot where we can rappel at a nice, steady, safe pace, and I'm going to slowly descend down the line in a controlled manner. I'm getting closer to the ground now. I'm going to slow down. I always descend down slightly lower than I need to, just so it's easy to remove slack out of my system when I'm ready to stand. At that point in time, I loosen off the top portion of my harness so I can stand up nice and straight and comfortable. Then I'm going to remove my lines from my devices.